Okay, now I'm gonna finish this wound with the Monocryl layer. I use a 4-ohm Monocryl. I think this one also is dyed, so that'll be good for you guys to see. I'm gonna flip this around to do my first stitch as a backhand stitch. Remember what I recommended, you start on the same side. This is going to be a little deeper, so it will be in the yellow area. I am in the yellow side only. Then I can flip it around, grab it the forward approach. I'm going to pull it up a little bit, get some of that slack out. Come down on the opposite side in the deep layer of the yellow. Remember to try not to pull the suture through, but rather push it through. That's going to help you a lot so you're not tearing through the wound. Okay. Now that I'm here, I'll do my surgeon's knot. Wrap it around once, twice. For this monocryl layer, I'm going to make sure I have 3 knots. And then I'll cut the short end, leaving about a 1 millimeter tail when I get to the bottom, making sure you always cut at a 45-degree angle. I'm going to continue to load this backhand. Got some suture on there, I want to get rid of that. As I'm going to be coming a little south of the knot, really pronating my hand, going deep into that yellow layer. And when I come out, I want to come out right at this skin area on the inside, just as you see right there. Making sure I pull that needle through. And I know I'm going to be doing a forward approach, so I can reload the needle, have it ready, and then I'm going to just pull up that suture, pulling the knot all the way in. And then when I'm there, I can start with my subcuticulars. Again, you're going to be literally just a millimeter underneath the skin, being very, very careful, trying not to rip it through. Very easy to do on this mat. It's kind of one of the reasons why I like this mat, because it can be so easy to tear through. Just take some patience and continue to load the rest of my needles now in a forward approach. On my side, again taking a small bite, always on the inside. Making sure I'm not locking my needle. Very delicate procedure here. Continue to have some obstacles around here. After you've had 3 or 4 of these in, then I can pull all of them down, bring those edges nice together, continuing the process. I like to reload my needle right away before I pull the suture through. Sometimes I have to be careful I'm not getting into that yellow layer. I'm just a millimeter or so on the surface. Pulling it out. Although I may be a little bit quicker than you guys, I'm still at a personal disadvantage because I usually suture left-handed. So me suturing right-handed for you guys, it's actually slowing me up a bit. That wasn't a very good bite. It might actually rip through. I'm going to take a really small one on this side, just so I can take a better bite on the other side. To do that, I'm just going to loosen it up just a hair. I want to make sure I get back pretty close to this last one. Get a better bite. Looks like I tore through it. That's probably why. Again, I was probably pushing the needle through the whole thing, so I'm going to gently put it together, pull it together, brings it back nicely. Continue the process. Making sure I'm always on the inside. Just about a millimeter or so under the skin. Check the camera, make sure I'm still in view. Okay. Getting near the end here, I'm going to show you how to close it up. Tighten it up just a little bit. I don't like the angle of that. I'm going to reload it. I'm going to take one last bite on the right side over here, all of which will be 1 millimeter underneath the skin. Getting pretty close to that apex. And then I'm going to load a backhanded stitch here. I'll pull that through, but not too tight. And I'll try to even hold it off to the side a little bit. Open this side, and using the pronated hand, I'm going to get in there starting at the surface, ending my needle a little bit deep. Oops, got a little cut up there. Oh, too big of a bite. Still too big. I know where I want it, I'm just not seeing it. There it is. Look at that side of it. Hopefully this doesn't rip through. I think I got it caught a little bit there. So when I pull this through, I'll have a short end on the right side. I'm going to try to tighten up the suture a little bit here, making sure this is all nice and closed. And then for me, I'm going to do a one-handed tie. Sometimes you can actually tighten this up a little bit when it's a one-handed approach. A couple ways to tie it up here. Actually, it looks like I tore through, and this sometimes happens. So, because I only put one knot in, I actually can take that out. I'm going to continue to close it up. Okay, so pretty good on the left side. So I'm going to need to reverse it now and go from the apex a little bit deeper. I tore through that one. All right, I'm going to try to be very ginger with this last one here so I don't make the same mistake that I made before. Find out which strings are where. Find out where I can tighten this up. or again, only once now. So I'm just going to close it up. Instead of the apex back, I'm going to go in a forward approach, a little bit deeper. Make sure to get a nice deep bite over there so this won't happen again. Three full knots, cutting the shorter string with a very short 1 millimeter. And then I'm going to bury this knot. To do so, I'm going to go a little bit north of the knot, straight in the center of the wound, go deep down into the wound, and let's see if I can get that to come up right at the skin here. Monocryls are always a smaller needle, so I'm going to pull that all the way through, and when I do, pulls the knot. Use my scissors, cut it right at the skin, and you are done. That took me 17 minutes. We'll say 18 minutes for this monocryl layer. So 18 plus a 7, that's 25 minutes total for me to close these 2 layers. I will give you guys a total of, we'll say 45 minutes. All right, have a great day.